Good morning, dear student. This is your teacher Balram Pal, and you are watching the online classes brought to you by Sri Nandiswar Vidyalaya, Khaniyadhana. Today we are going to study class 10, subject English Special, and today's topic is modals. Let's begin. Modals. What is modals? Modals are used in sentence like helping verbs. It is also called modal auxiliary verbs. Today we are going to study some of these. If we talk about modals, we should consider one or two things. No helping verb will be used whenever we will use modal in a sentence. Modals are used with all kinds of subjects, nouns or pronouns, whether they are singular or plural. Let's begin. First, have a look. Shall. We have done to this word shall. It is used for first persons. If we talk about future action. In assertive sentence, shall in the first persons give information about the future action. First person is I and we. These are first persons. In case of second persons, shall also can be used. That will be as modals. But there should be a specific conditions. When we can use shall with second persons, what will be the conditions? First, a promise. Promise. When in a sentence we make a promise, we can use shall with second persons. For example, you shall have a holiday tomorrow. We shall, maybe, but we can use you shall. You shall. You shall have a holiday tomorrow. You shall have a holiday tomorrow. It's a promise made by a particular subject. Okay. Now the second condition. What is the second condition? For use shall with second person, it is a command. What is command? If you give instructions or order to someone to do a particular work or thing, whenever there will be a command, we can use shall with second persons. Have a look at the example. You shall not play today. It's not a general advice. It's a command, strongly given order. You shall not play today. A command. We can use shall with second persons. And the third condition is determination. Determination means A strong willpower to do something is called determinations. They shall work hard. They shall work hard. It shows determination, very dying hard of feeling. They shall work hard. Work hard. It shows a strong determination towards any work or actions. And the last and final condition is that a threat. A threat. He shall be punished if he does not obey you. He shall be punished if he does not obey you. He shall be punished. It's a threat to a particular subject. What is the conclusions of the uses of shall? Shall can be used with second persons in the four following conditions. First, if someone makes a promise, if someone gives a command showing determinations for specific actions, and to give a threat, we can use shall with second persons as model. Now the next model is will. Will is used in tenses for the first persons with I or we, but in assertive sentences, will in the second and the third persons indicates pure future. She will go to Mumbai on Monday. When the speaker wishes to express some intentions of his own, will is used for the first persons to show intention. Will as a model will use with first persons with I and we. When we show some intention towards any actions or thing. For example, I will appear. Sorry. I will appear in exams. The third one is would. Would. Would will be used as a model in past tense of will. Whenever we talk about the future in past tense, we can use would in place of if. Example, past form of will. I told him that I would come. I told him. Told is a second form and the tense is past indefinite. I told him means the sentence is in past tense. I would come. Will, here if we use will, it will wrong, it will incorrect. I told him that I would come. In past tense, whenever we will talk about future, we can use would in place of will. And the second, request. If we want make some very polite request, we can use would in place of will. Would you open the door? We can use here will, but if we use would, it is more polite, it is more humble. And the third one is condition. If we put any condition to do something, we can use would. He would pass. He would pass if he worked hard. Worked hard. And the condition is if he worked hard. This is the conditions. So we will use would in place of will. These are the properties of would. Now let's move on the next model. It is should. This is very crucial for English grammar. Should. Should is a very important model. It is used for in the following conditions, 4 conditions. First of all, advise. If we provide any specific advice to a persons, we can use should. B, and the second is probability. The guest should be here now. If we have some probability, we can use should. And the third one is the moral duty. If we talk about any moral duty, any ritual cases. And the fourth one is past of shall. Shall is used in future sentence, future tense, but if we talk about future in past tense like would, we can use shall in place of shall we can use should. For today it is enough. For further topics, for the further models, wait for my next video. Till then, take care of you. Goodbye.